How do I develop a thematic statement? Today we will define thematic statement and thematic concept, distinguish thematic concept from a thematic statement, review what a thematic statement is not, and introduce the procedure of composing a thematic statement. Theme is where the text-to-world connection lies. This is what you would share with your kids 20 years from now. They may not be able to read this particular text, but they can still come of age through the message spread through the thematic statement. Some texts, like mystery novels, are intended to be read for fun. The author is not using their literary devices, like imagery, diction, or characterization, to lead their readers to a thematic statement. The author's intention is simply to entertain. We will not be analyzing these texts this year, but they do have value in other settings. The largest difference between a thematic statement and a thematic concept is that the thematic statement is at least one complete statement. Thematic concepts build the statement, but they are simply words and phrases. We will be utilizing two thematic concepts to build our thematic statement, and you will see examples of this process coming up. This year, the thematic statements will be positive and inspiring, as the texts we will be analyzing this year are intended to be positive and inspiring. This will not be the case as you come of age as a reader. Texts you encounter next year may not be so chipper. When cross-checking your thematic statement, you want to ensure that we have avoided the following pitfalls. First, remember, when you are stating a single word or phrase like love, you are staying within the thematic concept. This is a good place to start, but it is not a fully fleshed out thematic statement. Second, beware of defining the thematic concept for your reader. Always assume your reader knows what the thematic concept means. When we consider why we would want to share this thematic statement with our kids in 20 years, the definition of the word can never be the reason. If it was, we would buy them a dictionary app. Finally, thematic statements cannot include character names or particular plot points from the novel. The example above is simply a summary statement. This writer is telling me level 1 information of what occurred within True Diary. I see the character name Junior and the specific name of the res. Thematic statements are not summary statements, and they are not tag statements. Here, the thematic concepts are in bold and underlined. All three of these thematic statement examples have taken two thematic concepts and worked them into a single statement. These statements must be true to the text they are based on. Remember, we will always need evidence to prove our thematic statement correct. If we do not write a thematic statement that matches our text, it will be impossible to find direct quotes to prove us right. Notice that all three of these statements match True Diary. To support my first example, I would focus on the concepts of friendship and obstacles. Who were friends that overcame many trials and remained friends? Junior and Rowdy. I could find direct quotes for the obstacles of Junior leaving the res to go to Reardon, as well as the basketball game between the res schools and Reardon. These were two obstacles that the friends faced. To prove that they overcame these obstacles, I would turn to the end of the novel. I know I have to prove that they are still friends, so I can narrow it down to the final scene with the basketball game. Thus, I can easily prove that the two friends, represented by Rowdy and Junior, were able to overcome or survive the many obstacles placed in their way. Today we have defined thematic statement and thematic concept, distinguished thematic concept from statement, reviewed what a thematic statement is not, and introduced the procedure for composing a thematic statement.